let's go over the new top 5 fastest killing guns here in Modern Warfare 2 Season 4. These classes are perfect if you're trying to increase your KD ratio, or better yet, drop your first MGB nuke. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like in the vid, subscribe to the channel, and those post notifications. Let me know down in the comment section right now, what's your current KD ratio and how many MGB nukes you have, if any. I think this video will help you guys out. Now for the first class that we're taking a look at the TEMPUS RAZORBACK, a brand new assault rifle. And don't get it twisted, this weapon is an absolute melt machine. For the first attachment, we are going to rock the FLT22 rear grip. This is going to bump up that sprint to fire speed as well as aim down sight speed, making sure we can run and gun and dominate at those close to medium ranges. Now for the tuning, we are going to be increasing that sprint to fire speed to -0.19 and more recoil steadiness, very important here, to plus 0.87. This is going to give us the best of both worlds, close range as well as long ranges. Now, we're not running a comb because these are not going to help this weapon out, and we're also going to skip over the stock. These are going to be completely irrelevant, but we are going to rock an optic, and the Chrono Mini Pro, aka the blue dot sight, is going to be the ideal choice, giving us a precision sight picture, making this weapon a hell of a lot easier to use at those longer ranges. For the tuning, all we're going to do is increase the aim down sight speed to -0.87, and that's it. Now, we are skipping over the laser. These are not going to help this weapon out, but we are going to rock a barrel, and the 18-inch TAC-2L is going to be the best option. We're going to have that increased damage range, hip fire accuracy as a nice bonus, low velocity, and movement speed, which is also a huge plus. The cons are completely irrelevant. Now, I know some people might like to go ahead and rock the 17-inch XL, but it does give this an integrated optic, which I think actually hurts this weapon a lot more than helps it. Now, for the tuning, we are going to be increasing that aim down sight speed to -0.13, and we're also going to be bumping up that recoil steadiness, going ahead and kind of correcting that con at plus 0.15. Now, for the muzzle, we are going to utilize the Echoless 80. We are going to suppress this AR, so it's a little bit better if you're trying to run around their spawn, live a quick and easy streak, and get that MGB nuke, which I know a lot of you guys are trying to do. Sound suppression, low velocity, damage range, recoil smoothness, everything we need. For the tuning, we are going to be increasing that bullet velocity at plus 0.68 and more recoil smoothness at plus 1.04. And then finally, we are going to utilize the Commando foregrip here. This is going to be a fantastic attachment to smooth out that recoil pattern, giving us increased aim idle stability and recoil stabilization. For the tuning, we are going to be increasing that aim walking speed at -0.40 and more recoil stabilization at plus 0.44. Once you go in the firing range, you can be very happy because we have a class setup that is going to have a quick ADS, and the recoil is going to be controllable. So make sure you guys go ahead and equip this loadout if you're looking to mix up the meta. Now for the secondary, we have the F-TAC Siege. They just brought the akimbo version to the game, but I'd rather rock this weapon in the submachine gun format with that SIR 160 rear grip, bumping up that sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed. And for the tuning here, even though you don't really have to do it, it's gonna be sprint to fire speed set to -0.32 and aim down sight speed set to -0.84. I have on the 72 round drum. I'm not running a muzzle because we have that integrated with that NST81, overall making this weapon a little bit better at running around and close ranges. And for the tuning, we are going to be bumping up that range at plus 0.23 and more aim walking speed at -0.27. The FGX D70 laser is going to be a good option, increasing that aim down sight speed and overall close range handling. And for the tuning, we are going to be bumping up that aim down sight speed to -0.44, 0.42, and sprint to fire speed at -0.06. And then finally, we are going to rock the Siege wire stock to go ahead and give this that SMG feel with that aim walking speed, recoil control, as well as sprint speed. And for the tuning, we are going to be increasing that aim walking speed some more to -1.32 and the aim down sight speed to -1.94. Overall, a great attachment and tune combination for this weapon. In the firing range, you can see, even though it is a pistol, it's pretty much a submachine gun. So it's nice to have two weapons on the same class. Now, we have the stun grenade, proximity mine, and for the perks, double time scavenger, resupply, quick fix, and for the field upgrades, we're utilizing munitions box and dead silence. This is a phenomenal class setup, brand new, so definitely go ahead and give it a try. Now, for setup number 2, we're taking a look at the ISO HEMLOck. This, for whatever reason, and honestly, I can't complain, did not receive a nerf in this update, so it's definitely still packing a serious punch. For the rear grip, we are going to utilize the Phantom grip to increase that sprint to fire speed as well as aim down sight speed. A great attachment on this amazing assault rifle. For the tuning, we are going to be increasing that sprint to fire speed to -0.22 and more aim down sight speed at -0.77. You can't go wrong here. This is a badass class with this attachment. Now, we're not running a stock. These are going to be completely irrelevant. We're not going to rock this because we have better attachments for this long range loadout. For the optic, we are going to utilize the Cronin Mini Pro. This is just for that precision sight, but unfortunately on the ISO, whenever you tune this weapon, it makes it worse and having a slower ADS, and we don't want that to happen. So we're just going to equip it and keep moving. We're not running a laser. These are going to be irrelevant. But for the barrel, we are going to rock the Feidler T50. A huge W in my opinion, giving us that increased damage range, bullet velocity, hipfire accuracy is a nice bonus, and recoil control. This weapon is not going to move at all with this attachment. Equip it. And for the tuning, we are going to be increasing that aim down sight speed at -0.26 and more aim walking speed at -0.37. This is a phenomenal class. Give it a go right now. Now, for the muzzle, we are using the Echoless 80. This is going to be a great attachment on the ISO HEMLOck, overall giving us that sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil smoothness. This is going to be a cakewalk to get nukes with. Make sure you guys have it equipped. And for the tuning, we are going to be bumping up that bullet velocity at +0.74 and more aim down sight speed at -1.04. And then finally, we are going to utilize an underbarrel, and the Commando foregrip is going to be the way to go, completely smoothing out that recoil pattern. And for the tuning, we are going to be increasing that aim walking speed at -0.25 and more aim down sight speed at -0.46. Once you go into the firing range, you're going to absolutely love this class. It's going to be amazing. I mean, there is no recoil like all of my loadouts. Man, the setup is going to be the FTAC Siege, but in the SMG format. And we are rocking the stun grenade, proximity mine, and for the perks, double time scavenger, resupply, as well as quick fix. And for the field upgrades, we have a munitions box and dead silence. This is phenomenal. This is going to be, if not the best gun in the entire game as of right now. For class set number 3, we're taking a look at the TAC 56. You can use these interchangeably. A lot of people love the TAC 56. I like the ISO HEMLOCK a little bit better. That's why it's ranked a little bit higher on this list. But I cannot sleep on this gun. It's a point and shoot laser. Now for the rear grip, we are going to utilize the demo clean shot grip to bump up that sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed. You can't go wrong with this. For the tuning, we are going to be increasing that sprint to fire speed some more to -0.19 and more aim down sight speed at -0.26. This is going to be a great attachment and tune combo, going ahead and bumping up the close range handling. We are going to rock a stock, and the TV Cardinal stock is going to be another great choice here, increasing the close to mid-range capability with an aim walking speed and sprint speed. For the tuning, we are going to be bumping up aim walking speed at -1.55 and more aim down sight speed at -1.81. Equip this and love it. We're not running an optic because the iron tights are crystal clear with this class setup, and we're also skipping over the laser. These are not going to help us out. Now, for the barrel, we are going to rock the 17.5-inch Tundra Pro barrel. You can't go wrong with this. This is going to be a phenomenal barrel with the TAC 56, bumping up that damage range, hipfire accuracy, as well as bullet velocity. You're going to destroy people with this attachment on this weapon. Now, for the tuning, we are going to be increasing that aim down sight speed to -0.12 and more recoil steadiness at +0.35. You're going to dominate with this attachment and tune combo. Now, for the muzzle, we are actually not going to suppress this weapon. I no longer suppress the TAC 56 if I'm looking for a no recoil build. The Komodo Heavy is going to be a great option, removing the horizontal recoil because that's all we need to have done. Now for the tuning, we are going to increase that recoil control some more at +0.10 and recoil stabilization at +0.44. You're going to see in the firing range while we have this equipped. And then finally, for the underbarrel, we are rocking that Commando foregrip to smooth out that recoil pattern, giving us a very easy to use assault rifle. Now for the tuning, we are going to be increasing that aim walking speed at -0.08 and more recoil stabilization at +0.59. And once you go ahead and jump in the firing range, you're going to see here, we have a class setup, quick ADS, there is no recoil involved. It has left the chat. Manner of the build is going to be the FTAC Siege. It's going to be the submachine gun version, and we are rocking that stun grenade, proximity mine, and for the perks, double time scavenger, resupply, quick fix, and for the field upgrades, pro enable with missions box and dead silence. Go ahead, go crazy. This is going to be a phenomenal class setup. Now, for setup number 4, we got the Chimera here. Now, I still love the Chimera. I know a lot of you guys do as well. It is a melt machine of an assault rifle, and honestly, you can kind of compare this to the TEMPUS Razorback if you think about it. Now, for the rear grip, we are going to utilize the Bruin flash grip. This is going to be increasing that sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed and mandatory attachment on this weapon. Now, for the tuning, we are going to be bumping up that sprint to fire speed some more to negative 0.19 and aim down sight speed to negative 0.71. This is going to be a fantastic attachment tune combo, again bumping up the close range handling. Now, for the stock, we have to rock the TRX 56 stock. This is going to be a mandatory attachment on this weapon to remove as much vertical recoil as possible, so we're going to be getting benefits of aiming stability and recoil control. Now, for the tuning, we are going to be bumping up that aim walking speed at negative 0.77, and to go ahead and have a little bit more close range, aim down sight speed is going to be set to negative 3.23. We are not running an optic. The iron sights are good enough on this build, and we're also skipping over the laser because these are not going to be helping us out. Now, we are rocking a barrel, and the 10-inch SA Phoenix is going to be a phenomenal attachment on this assault rifle, giving us that damage range, bullet velocity, hip fire accuracy, as well as recoil control. For the tuning, we are going to be increasing that aim down sight speed to negative 0.13 and more aim walking speed at negative 0.16. This is going to be a great setup with this attachment. Make sure you guys have it equipped and tuned accordingly. Now, we are going to rock a muzzle, and the Polarfire S is going to be great. Sometimes it doesn't showcase what it does, but we're going to have that sound suppression, we're going to have that recoil smoothness, we're going to have that damage range and velocity, everything we need to dominate at close range, medium range, you guessed it, longer ranges. For the tuning, we are going to be increasing that velocity some more at plus 0.77 and more aim down sight speed at negative 0.99. And then finally, we are skipping over the underbarrel. We're not going to run this in this class, ammunition, but we are going to be bumping up the capacity with the 45 round magazine. And when you go into the firing range, even though we are not running an underbarrel, you're going to see this class setup. It is still going to be controllable, and it's definitely a build you should not sleep on. Again, it's still kind of comparable to the TEMPUS Razorback. Now, for the secondary, FTAC Siege, submachine gun version, and we are rocking the stun grenade, proximity mine, and for the perks, double time scavenger, resupply, quick fix, and for the field upgrades, we have pro, munitions box, and dead silence. Definitely give this setup a try. It is absolutely amazing. And then finally, for class set number 5, we're taking a look at a 2-shot build, the KASTOV 7.62. Man, this is going to be a great class setup here. This is going to be overall one of the best ARs. Same with the ISO HEMLOck. For the attachments, we are going to rock the True Tack grip. This is going to be great, giving us that increased sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed. Want to build a running gun and dominate with this hard-hitting AR. For the tuning, we are going to be increasing the sprint to fire speed to negative 0.16 and more aim down sight speed at negative 0.45. This is a great attachment tune combo. It goes hand in hand. Now, for the stock, we are still going to utilize the KASTOV Rama stock. We're not running the ProLite TL3 or the Broadside FCT. This is still going to be the best option, increasing that aim walking speed as well as sprint speed. For the tuning, we are going to be increasing that aim walking speed some more to negative 2.09 and more aim down sight speed at negative 1.55. This is going to be a great attachment tune combo. You cannot go wrong with this. Now, for the optic, we're going to be skipping it over. This is going to be a good weapon to rock with the iron sights, and we're also skipping the laser because this is going to be quite literally pointless. For the barrel, we are going to rock the Socken KL. Now, some people don't like to rock this. I don't know why. This overall just bumps up that close range handling, and you can still get 2-shot kills. So aim down sight speed, movement speed, hip recoil control, you can't go wrong, literally. For the tuning, we are going to be increasing that aim down sight speed to negative 0.35, and more recoil steadiness at plus 0.48. So literally, we're getting the best of both worlds here. Close range as well as long ranges. Now, for the muzzle, we are going to rock that SA Leveler 55 to completely smooth out the recoil pattern and remove vertical as well as horizontal recoil. And for the tuning, we are going to be bumping up the recoil control some more at plus 0.26 and aim down side speed at negative 0.59. And we have on the F-TAC Ripper 56 here. It's going to be a better underbarrel than the Commando foregrip on this weapon for that aim auto stability, hipfire accuracy, and more recoil stabilization. For the tuning, we are going to be increasing aim walking speed at -0.34 and more stabilization at +0.57. This is a great attachment tune combo, and once you go ahead and jump into the firing range, you're going to see why, because we are able to get 2-shot kills and have an accurate weapon at longer ranges. For the secondary, we are going to be utilizing the F-TAC Siege submachine gun version, and we have on the stun grenade, proximity mine, and for the perks, double time scavenger, resupply, quick fix, and for the field upgrades pro, missions box, and dead silence. This is overall a great setup. Definitely go ahead and give it a try, and these are going to be the top 5 fastest killing guns and best class setups to use in Modern Warfare 2 Season 4. If there are 2 setups you want to check out, definitely go ahead and give the TEMPUS Razorback a go. Brand new assault rifle. It is amazing. And also, if you're in dire need of an MGB nuke, they also HEMLOck got you covered. If you guys enjoyed the video and this does help you guys out, let me know down in the comment section. And as always, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications. It's been your boy Ears. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.